Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Lex Imperialis, the story DLC expansion for Rogue Trader. We are currently inhabiting the body of Maeve, the sister of the original court jester who was body swapped with the governor. We have learned. We're now running around with Glyto, who's a bit of our protector. I guess we'll see what's going to happen. Probably nothing good, knowing Rogue Trader. The local inhabitants coming down the slope look hostile in the extreme. The vilest of them is missing an eye, but he makes sure to keep his remaining one fixed on you.
Hey, Poppet, where'd you get that dress? You know, my bride-to-be would love to wear a dress like that on her wedding day. Would you lend it to her?
The one-eyed bandit glances at your dirty yet expensive clothes. Something tells you that these people would gladly peel the dress off you right along with your skin. Of course I'll lend it to you, right after I flay you where you stand, scum. Okay, we succeeded. Something in your gaze causes the bandit's smiles to disappear. One of them whispers something to the leader. The one-eyed man clicks his tongue to mask his trepidation.
Grog shit, off with you. Putting down nutters makes more of a mess than it's worth.
The bandits let you pass, having seemingly lost all interest in you. I mean, she doesn't look like a bandit, she looked more like a noble. Oh, that's Bekti. We helped Bekti. Maybe we can convince her that it's us, although she's not going to know that it is us. The wheel is similar to the ones used to raise the enormous elevator in the central square. This one, however, is completely rusted with age. Hey, Bekti.
Stay safe, dearest, and say a great big thank you to her graciousness for me. I'll never forget her good heart.
Yeah. Well, Bekti made it back at least. Okay, well, looks like we can get up there somehow. Maybe we have to... No, let's go this way first. Bloated mutant. He seems to have lost his eyes. Alright, well. Let's get going this way. Good boy, Glyto. They're shouting at us. I get it. Yeah, spent the whole day. Yeah. Alright. We can get over there now. Down here. Can't talk to these guys. This. Half sunk in malodorous mud, the houses, if one can call them that, are packed together like buboes on a plague-stricken body. Okay, we can't go in there, but we can get up to this, whatever this is. Back to the upper city. Now, is this somewhere? Is this an area we've been? Yeah, that's the... Okay, that's the elevator that goes up to the feasting area. It looks a little bit the worse for wear, and there isn't a little icon to activate it, so I guess we've got to go the long way around. Are these knights going to stop us? I wonder. No. Particularly interested in us, quite honestly.
What's that knocking? Maeve, is that you? Hold on, I'll get it. Here, come on in.
I'm seeing quite a lot of warp coloration and stuff around, which suggests there's something nefarious going on. Something heretical that we shall have to burn away, no doubt. Scrawny commoner. Several commoners are talking in a loud whisper, taking no notice of you. A balding man with a bowl cut is gesturing energetically, his back turned to you.
Never thought a thing like this would happen in my lifetime. A new celestial lady's paid us a visit. They say she's descended from the sky on a great bird of iron, then stepped out of its belly clad in golden armour. Any who saw her were blinded by the splendour. That's his anointed for you.
Rubbish! I've heard that tale before, and only an idiot would believe it. She's a noble woman like any other, just a more important one. Treats everyone like dirt and pushes people around worse than any of our own nobles do. That's the way it is, isn't it? It's the God Emperor's will that their place be at the top and ours in the dust. It's how the world works. Next thing you know, that celestial lady will make this whole place her own.
The pot-bellied man runs a finger under his nose, leaving a clean patch on his grimy face. Scrawny commoner.
Oh, I wish it was like you said, but something tells me bad things are coming now she's here. I heard the new celestial lady. Oh, wait, look, there's Maeve over there. She served the celestial lady herself. She can tell us about it. Hey, Maeve.
The small crowd rushes towards you. You want me to tell you about the celestial lady? Well, I do know a thing or two. The people's eyes light up with curiosity at your words. They hurriedly gather round you, ready to hear something extraordinary.
I heard that when the wind bluffed the court full-handed to the key to Thessera, the celestial lady didn't so much as touch the gift. She ordered a servant to take it. She shuns the rabble, same as any nobleman would. That was what happened, wasn't it, Maeve?
The corpulent servant puts his hands on his hips and looks down at you with condescension. Let's do this one. Well, almost. The governor's gift wasn't to her liking, and Roaldo was punished severely for it. Now, every time the celestial lady so much as looks at him, he quivers and his teeth clatter so badly, you could use his jaw as a hammer. Finally, someone our rich folks are afraid of. Oh, we failed. They look at us doubtfully.
I told you, she's not just any celestial lady, but one of the God Emperor's anointed, a benefactor.
The servant elbows the others, bidding them be silent.
Be quiet, let Maeve speak.
The servant gestures for the others to come closer and says in a conspiratorial whisper,
The celestial lady's a monster. He didn't listen to me, but I'll prove it, and Maeve will confirm it. You hear about the mutant disaster? Well, they started looking for the culprits, but the celestial lady just had the executioner thrown into a furnace for her amusement. Am I right, Maeve?
Oh.
No, you got it all wrong. Not the executioner, the commander. Tell us, Maeve, did the celestial lady really execute somebody?
It was only right. Justice had to be served, but then she generously compensated the families of all who had lost their providers. Now they don't have to lift a finger for the rest of their lives. Another fail. I wonder if we're doomed to fail these. The trio exchange doubtful glances. One of the commoners catches your eye and smiles awkwardly.
Oh, celestial lady's honourable and righteous. Naysays envy her, so they want to drag her name through the mud. All they do is prove me right. I wish I could get a closer look just for a moment. Just one look's all I ask.
The trio falls silent for a while, each lost in their own thoughts.
Maeve, you got close to anyone else here. How does she treat you?
Yeah, Maeve, tell us, what's it like to be around one of the God Emperor's anointed?
If it had been me, I know I wouldn't have said a word in her presence. You never know what to expect from someone of such rank. For all you know, you say the wrong thing and she has your tongue ripped out, roasted and served to you on a plate. What's that look for? It's happened before. I wouldn't lie.
These are 27. I wonder if the other ones said 72. We failed both. I wonder if actually it was a typo and they should have been 27%. Distract them. Say, isn't that the celestial lady herself over there? The people recoil in fear and cast anxious glances about them. You make use of the confusion to successfully sneak away. Oh, hello. We'll just go this way. I wonder if we'll come across our companions, because they didn't come up on the lift with us. In fact, I think I see Pascal and Cassia. Yeah. The vox in your companion's hand is speaking in your own voice. There's no need for concern. The Proctor and I are in the middle of examining the documents, together with the Governor. I'll be back as soon as we are done here. There is a loud click, indicating that the other side has cut the connection. Abelard furrows his brow. What he has just heard does not sit well with the old officer. Oh, I feel uneasy, even though the Lord Captain did report that everything is fine. Something about her voice wasn't quite right. Then again, the Proctor is there, too. God, Emperor, grant me the patience to endure this idle wait. Argenta makes the sign of the Aquila and slips into what looks like quiet prayer. Activating standby mode. Pascal emits a quiet hum as he begins his binaric prayer. As soon as you approach, everyone's attention shifts to you. But now their reaction feels closer to pent-up irritation than outright hostility. Let's build up to the body swap theory. At last I found you. I need your help. They take no notice of you at first, but after a moment, one by one, they turn their gazes to you. Silence falls over the street. My dear, were you not the one assigned to watch over the rogue trader? Cassia frowns, covering her mouth with her hand.
These colours, it is as though they have been copied from those I usually see around the Lord Captain.
I've fallen victim to profane sorcery. I need my body back. Your retinue hesitates. Some exchange puzzled glances, while others frown and look at you intently as if hoping to see obvious signs of sorcery. Look, I have Solomorne's cybermastiff with me. Would he order his dog to guard some Thessarian chit?
This statement is potentially true. Cybermastiff protocols are difficult to breach and override, much less
Pascal casts a gloomy look at his surroundings.
in a primitive culture such as this.
If anything could cause Solomon to be parted from his faithful dog, it would be a threat to the Lord Captain.
We need to get upstairs. Just trust me on this. You'll find the rogue trader at the top. Tell the shuttle pilot to take us there. He won't listen to me. The suggestion to stop puzzling over your identity and start acting seems to have had an effect. At least no one's arguing with you anymore. Boom. When the dust clears, you see the familiar hall. The Fool is fearfully hunched, close to the cage in which you, or rather your body, is sitting. Your face is awash with tears, your lip is split, and a Vox lies next to you. In a cage to the side stands Solomorne, glaring through the bars at the true governor of Thessera. Upon seeing you and Glyto, the Proctor straightens. It seems he was just waiting for your return. Without taking his intent gaze from you, he gives you a slow nod. He is ready to fight. Oh, we've got his proper face now. There he is.
But how did you? The elevator! Oh, damn it! Why did you have to make all this commotion? Why couldn't you just sit in a cage, out of the way, and wait for the ritual to be completed? Ah!
Fool looks back at the Avatar.
Time risk! Move!
The Psyker's cracked skin seems ready to crumble to dust, but his Thessertium eyes burn with an otherworldly fire.
The ritual is nearly complete, my lord. The altar of change is ready to be irrevocably switch the threads of fate.
Emperor knows I was trying to give you a chance. We're going to launch the attack.
How very generous. Allow me to repay you in kind. If you leave now, you may live out the rest of your days on my planet as that dunce of a woman. No, wait, I've changed my...
The metal of the cage emits a piteous creak as Solomon slams his entire weight against the bars. Puppy power! I feel like they've upped their cutscene game for this DLC. There's a lot more to it than there was in the base game, I think. You struggle to open your eyes. After the world has once again taken shape, you realise that you're staring at your own palms from your own eye sockets. You move a hand, and each muscle responds gratefully, filling with warmth. The others watch you with a mixture of hope and dismay. Maeve, the real Maeve, looks at you through watering eyes.
Myself again, it was so...
She lacks the strength for anything more, and her body collapses to the ground. Well done, Solomon. How did you know that would work?
I didn't, but the heretics were so obsessed with this lump of stone, I figured their sorcery would be ruined without it.
Alright, surrender now and confess everything, Governor. Perhaps then I'll convince Solomorne to kill you swiftly.
I don't know, Rogue Trader. My finger might twitch, and Glyto will think it's in order to spill his guts.
Rowaldo's loud cackling reverberates around the hall, creating 1,000 echoes.
Sculptor! You may begin!
Okay, what's he doing? He's going to summon demons or something, isn't he?
My lord's destiny is already set in stone. As long as I live, something.
Oh, hello. Set in stone, I see. Very good pun.
Amuses me.
You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
Okay, so what's happening here? This is Bluff the Court Fool. I guess the Stone Sentinels. Okay, so they're kind of focusing something on him. I'm guessing we need to take them down before we can do much about the Fool. So fine. Okay. Well, I feel like Argenta probably just kind of shoot in this direction. Cassia will sort of push you up as well. Abelard, we're going to want to do something about these guys, so why don't we pop a couple of guys at the sides kind of dealing with this. Me, myself, and I, well, we've got these two to deal with, so if I position myself like here, I can kind of do a bit down there, can't I? Alright, I think we're fixed. Okay, but, are we not getting a turn? Okay. I guess we didn't go first. Don't think much happened. What do I want to do with Cassia? Okay, well, let's give that to Dahlia.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Let's give a free turn to Argenta.
If I may.
Argenta. So I guess we're just going to do... Have I got anything free?
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Let's do that. We still attack after, so I'll fire this off. In this direction. Oh, why is Bluff acting? Okay, so what is he doing? At gunpoint. Okay, so that affects his targeting. Okay, well that's good to know. Not too concerned particularly.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Back to Cassia. Maybe we can kind of get everyone here to kind of move into this spot.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Lidless eye on.
If you insist, Lord Captain. Face the navigator's might.
Yeah, we went pretty well. Full AP, etc. Do an Argenta again.
Death in colors.
This time, let's put on the rapid fire.
For the weak.
Don't need that. I'll do wildfire
As
though.
the Emperor commands, I act.
I think we still have that. Shoulder
Faith
devastating
without
attack.
deeds is worthless. I'll do
Rapid
it.
fire. Alright, let's do it again.
As the Emperor commands. My Emperor!
Okay, let's change over to her. It's fine. It's okay. He's lost quite a lot of health.
I'll do it.
I was wondering if I could shoot across there, but I could do it from here. Maybe get this guy.
Doubt
Sure,
is for the
grab
weak.
that.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Alright, well, let's keep doing this. Alright, you can get a few more in.
I'll
Fire
do
on
it.
this guy.
Is why I was chosen. As the Emperor commands. This is why I was chosen. Faith without deeds is strike is
Oh
a
wow.
prayer.
I didn't even know there was someone behind him. Not anymore.
Doubt is for the weak.
I love her maniacal
I'll do
laugh.
it.
Probably got enough to take him down.
Emperor! As the Emperor commands, this is why I was chosen. Faith without deeds is disconnected.
Well, she's still going.
I'll do it. Thank you, my Emperor! Doubt is for the weak.
No idea how many
Why
more
I
shots
was
she's got.
chosen. You, my Emperor! This is why I was chosen.
Couple more.
I'll do it.
Assuming one of those might miss. Oh, there we go.
The Emperor's judgment.
He's down. She's still going. Can I actually? She's going to hurt Bluff, but I think we want to be taking these guys down first. I think. Okay, probably just this one, maybe one more. Is that it? Okay, that feels like it. Good work, Argenta. Still Cassius. Still actually Cassius' turn. I think probably that's about it for her, though. What did he do? I might have to look at the combat log and see what happened there. He siphoned life. Okay. I think Argenta may go and deal with him. Okay, so I guess we'll stick with stuff on again. Revel in Slaughter. Rapid Fire. Wildfire. Stay to attack. That would have been good, but I've run out of AP, so let's just do a round of this.
Faith without deeds.
There he goes. And she's out.
I'll
I
do
guess
it.
we'll reload. Alright, well, she's potentially still going. We had some people down here, didn't we? Here.
Doubt is
She
for
can
the
sort
weak.
of dash into a useful position.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Valhalla resides in the will of the righteous. I'll do it.
There we go. Oh, she's still going. Who else we got?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Damn. Now this guy's in cover, so he may be a tougher target.
I'll
80.
do it. Eradicate.
I think that might be it for Argenta. She's basically destroyed everyone. And we do have one stone sentinel still up. It's a shame it's Dahlia. I mean, I could try and lay down the sentinel, perhaps. So what's this one? Yeah, let's give Solomorne an extra turn. Maybe he can do something about this guy. I got any sort of free buffs?
Understood.
Don't know if that'll help. I'll take any freebies though. Let's just do this.
One less.
Nice. Okay.
Lad Red Sickle of the Moon, will you grant me one last boon?
What did he say? Doesn't appear there. Okay. But the fact he activated makes me think that
Accepted.
he's vulnerable now. Do we still have Dahlia? Let's just come here so we got line of sight. Okay, so what can we do? We could... yeah, that's going to be quite a lot of damage. Sure, why not? Stick it on.
High momentum.
High momentum indeed. So put that on.
I will triumph. Blood-soaked tribute.
Blam. Death is coming after you, indeed. Now, okay, so we've got some nobles there.
Sow the seeds of discord.
Tell you what, Solomorne.
Destiny reshaped.
Here you go, have an extra turn. Why don't we do something about this guy?
The guilty will fall.
Concentrate fire sounds good. Don't need that, so let's pop on.
I'll take it as a target eliminated. Understood. Accepted. And the punishment takes its due.
Oh, that's everyone. Wow. Okay. Bluff the court fool. In the ensuing silence, a gurgling snicker becomes clearly audible.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see our guest is too alive. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start the gutting. Start the fun.
The ugly shambles that is Roaldo's face dissolves into a semblance of a smile.
7-8, shut your trap. You may open it when you're asked a question, and your answer had better be honest and to the point, or I swear by the Lex, your execution will involve Glyto gnawing off your limbs, and he can be a very slow gnawer.
So the Lex Imperialis, I didn't know this, is the Codex of Imperium Laws. Are there any other victims of your ritual?
That survived? No, and I didn't count the dead. The ritual is a complex one to perform, so it took Tavrisk and me a long time to calibrate it, and you were the one it worked on. Think of all the possibilities that opened up. Using the Altar of Change, I could have body swapped my way up to a Lord of Terror.
What are you talking about? The very suggestion.
The Proctor's voice resounds with fury. His steely fingers dig into Glyto's collar.
You sick degenerate.
As my father used to say, if you've come a long way, keep going. I'm a dead man as it is, so I may as well dream a little.
Be silent, heretic, or you will find yourself washing away your blasphemies with tears of blood until the pain makes you beg the Emperor for death. Thersertium, what are its properties?
Oh, this wretched little world held nothing worthy of attention save for Thersertium. When I started having dreams about it and about changing bodies, I thought I was going insane. And I shared this with my sculptor, the now very late Tavrisk. He helped me to understand the essence of the mineral. Experiments and studies followed, mostly carried out by Tavrisk. I don't have his gift, but oh, the things I could do if I were a sorcerer. In the end, he realized the Thersertium was more powerful than any known psi-focus. After 1,000 cursed attempts and a combination of powers, energies, and sacrificial victims, Tavrisk managed to create his finest sculpture from it, the Altar of Change. A magnificent artifact, a door to eternity. No more limitations imposed by our mortal bodies. No ailments, no injuries. If your flesh is worn, just swap it for new flesh. Don't like your lot in life? Choose from 1,000 others. No longer just a dream, but its most perfect realization. Immortality in stone.
What was the point of that whole masquerade with the fake governor?
Governor attracts too much attention, and I wanted my hands to stay untied. So, I offered my court fool a fair bargain. He would become me, ruling the planet, living the good life, getting whatever he wanted. While I would be out there, flying towards the stars. We traded faces, clothes, and lives, and because I'd gotten the local nobles into the habit of sewing other people's mugs on their heads, the swap went unnoticed. But the swap was only the first part of the deal. Naturally, I didn't mention the second part, the removal of witnesses. If someone's going to rat you out the moment there's a knife at his beloved sister's throat, you can't afford to keep him alive.
Roaldo casts a hateful glance in Maeve's direction. I want to talk about your plan. What was your goal here, Roaldo?
Oh, the plan was simple and elegant. Thessera starts underpaying its tithe, the Arbites swallow the bait and send their messengers here. That's where I spring my trap. I change into the body of the arbitrator or proctor who lands here, pack up the altar, board the Arbites ship, and wave goodbye to this ball of dirt swinging in the void. A rogue trader would have been even better, but greed has a way of spoiling a good game of regicide. Of course, the game involved one key piece, the embodiment of freedom of choice, my magnificent altar. So much accumulated potential from years of experimentation. It is damaged, but it still beckons, waiting to be used.
Roaldo looks you in the eye with a caustic smile.
I advise you to keep it safe. Who knows how many thousands of lives it will claim if something happens to it, unleashing all that power.
I've learned all I needed to know. You may execute the heretic, Solomorne.
Since you're done,
Solomorne points his weapon.
Roaldo, you have committed unthinkable heresy, and I refuse to acknowledge you as a human being or read your verdict as befitting a criminal. You are a stain on Thessera's history, and it is time to wipe you from it.
Although he executes the governor quickly, you see a fleeting expression of absolute disgust, perhaps even hatred, pass over the proctor's face. Maeve opens her eyes and immediately jumps to her feet at the sight of the bloodied corpse. She clenches her hands on her chest and her eyes well up. He was not your brother, Maeve. The young woman nods meekly and a single tear runs down her cheek.
But he used to be,
she mouths. Found anything, Solomorne?
Yes, the data slate with the shipment chronicle that they spend so much time vainly searching for. According to the records, the tide period is 1 Terran decade and the quota prescribed is 1,000 cargo units. The governor withheld 100 units from each of the 5 most recent shipments. That means this world has no actual difficulty regularly supplying its tribute. We can consider that matter settled. deciding what to do with the Thacertium is far more important. It is a resource we cannot afford to ignore.
Solomorne looks you straight in the eye.
I propose destroying all the Thacertium already mined, as well as its deposits. Allowing an abomination like that to exist is against the Lex. As for assessing the degree of Thacera's corruption and deciding his fate, well, the law prescribes leaving this to the judgment of the world's owners, that is, the Administratum.
Dare I remind you, Lord Captain, that no one besides you has any knowledge of this mineral's properties. If it is left here, no one will find out.
What a crafty way to paint me as a mindless henchman. Let me also remind you that I report directly to the Marshal, and my reports are thorough.
What was I going? I can't remember what route I was taking. Was it? I'm pretty sure it was Iconoclast. So let's look at these. Okay. So get rid of it, but not tell the Administratum. Or keep it and study it. Let's keep it and study it. Solomon grinds his teeth, but obediently declares,
Your orders are clear, Rogue Trader.
we did get 15 Iconoclast points, so that's cool. Yeah, so I'm working up towards Zealot. I'm still a ways off, obviously. Rank 4 Fanatic, though, so that's good. Maeve looks up at you pleadingly.
My celestial lady, what am I to do now?
Not a sliver of remorse, just fear for her own skin. Do not be swayed by a criminal's tears. I've seen plenty of those, and they are worth nothing. Or, I should say, not worth more than a bullet.
Join the ranks of the ship's servitors. Execution. Take her with us. Thacera needs a new governor, one we can trust.
Oh, please, not me, anyone but me. Who'd listen to a court upstart who used to be a chamber pot maid?
Maeve blushes profusely as she realizes she's said too much. You'll learn as you go. I'm leaving you in charge, Maeve.
As you wish, my celestial lady.
This is a joke, I'm missing the punchline. And if you're being serious... Now what happened, the Administratum is going to take serious steps against the hotbed of perverse sorcery that this world has become. You may want to begin envying your older brother his fate, Governor. Then, Thacera's fate is decided. There's no point in staying here any longer. The heretic mentioned that destroy the altar would risk deaths among the local population. Whether he was lying or trying to manipulate us is irrelevant. The abomination must be destroyed. As for any casualties, well, the Emperor will know his own.
As you approach the damaged altar, you feel an unpleasant weakness. You hear a faint ringing in your ears as if the smooth surface of the stone is groaning from the wounds it has suffered. Destroy the altar is dogmatic. The sacred fire of my ship's cannons will raise the place to the ground. Iconoclast is bury the altar. Heretical, secretly take a shard. I don't know if I am a follower. I guess it would be greyed out if I wasn't. Even though it's the dogmatic choice and I'm trying to go for Iconoclast points, I'm gonna destroy the altar. It wasn't many points. As you look up at the altar, the ringing in your ears intensifies for a moment, rupturing your eardrums. The altar roars, threatening, promising to take thousands more with it. But you are deaf to its pitiful threats. You're interrupted by an anxious voice from the Vox.
Lord Captain, do you read? The shuttle pilot reported the rescue operation. Enforcers are on their way. What is your status? Are you alive? Come in.
I've had a very difficult day, Vigdis. Get me out of this blasted hole.
Copy, Lord Captain.
I've read about this.
I assume that was a success. Yes. So the shards of the monstrous structure emit a barely perceptible ringing sound, or is it the whispers of otherworldly voices telling of change? So I'm guessing... Okay, there's a lot of loot to be gathered here, so let's do that. Biome... that looks pretty rubbish, so that can go.
Stop. There.
Whoop. Good boy. Okay, grab that.
Intriguing.
Intriguing. Cruel fate. Sniper rifle, I guess. Nah, I'm okay. Circles have been scrawled over the whole stacks of scrolls. Each circle resembles the one daubed on the floor, but none replicates it exactly. Those are their experiments, I expect. Heavy maul, that's okay. Add that to cargo.
Embrace true power.
Embrace eternity. More stuff for the cargo. Glider, we've got it. There, well I'm guessing that was... Oh, okay. Ursus and Corrupted Knight. Where's Ursus? I mean, if we leave the area, it should give us any loot that we haven't already gathered.
The world will
I guess I could have done that
bow.
initially, but I like walking around to see any secrets, caches as well. Alright, well, it didn't, despite that, but never mind. Okay, so what does the journal say? We have to go back to Dargonus, okay. That's fine. Back to the map then. Ooh. Right, so we do have these couple of systems here. It's probably worth traveling to those, I guess. I'm just going to use a little bit of this just to make it slightly safer. Oh, your ladyship, the Heartless is fully repaired and has been deployed to guard the dynasty's trade routes as you ordered. Your elated subjects are praising the thoughtful care you take of the Protectorate. Lovely. Uncharted system, let's chart new routes. And then we'll jump in. What do we got? Okay, we got some phlogiston. So we got phlogiston. Oh, don't actually have any of that at the moment. We'll definitely put extracted atom on that, and the adamantine too, because we're not exactly overburdened with that. That's good. Go here. Plasteel, I feel like we got quite a lot of. 67. I'm down to my last 3 extractiums, so I'll save those for now. The tiny colony is buried in an enormous yawning pit, the edges of its civilian structures barely visible even from the shuttle. Alright, let's go explore the surface. The settlement was destroyed when the ground swelled up under it. The forlorn bones of dead colonists are strewn amid the rubble. On the edge of the crater, the scouts discover a tunnel entrance. Apparently there was an explosion in the cavities beneath the town, whose unsuspecting people fell instantly into the chasm that opened as a result. Near its gaping maw is a shuttle, overturned and blackened by the blast, forever motionless. Tunnel? Deep beneath the rubble, the scouts uncover the remains of warehouses, depots, and a veritable maze of suspicious tunnels gated with airlocks. Judging by the flattened containers with half-effaced markings, the impressively vast subterranean city belonged to a smuggling syndicate. What about the shuttle? Lying next to the shuttle are empty bomb containers and corpses clad in characteristic armour. The Voidcraft belonged to the Adeptus Arbites. Surviving records suggest it was the Arbitrators who planted the explosives and collapsed the tunnels on top of their dwellers. we got a new quest open up there. Searching through the papers, you find the demolition plans. The arbitrators knew that detonating the tunnels would bury the colony, but prioritized eliminating the criminals over preserving the lives of ordinary settlers. The documents also include a map of the Cronus Expanse containing encrypted data. It appears the arbitrators were aware of another smuggler's cache, but in a different system. Okay. So, we'll have a look at that in the fullness of time. How can I... Let's go here. Gas giants don't tend to have much on them, do they? Again, no, but you get the XP, so that's all good. Smuggler's Cache. Now, is this the one they were pointing us towards? I mean, it very well might be. I don't know. Will it say anything about quest closing? Don't know. Silence of Mer Segret. Okay, well that wasn't that then. Oops. Right, Mer Segret. I wonder where that is. Oh, it's here. Okay. Get there fairly easily. I mean, I'm gonna have to do it a couple. I don't want to make both these yellow routes, so I'm going to go back to Lavella's Heart. Trust in the Navigator's talent, gained experience, gained Navigator insight. Lovely. Quite a precious resource, that insight. Let's make this a little bit safer. Some more. Very nice. What have we got in here? Ooh, we got some probably Drakari vessels. Could be Eldari, I suppose. What's in the space dust? We got some fuel. Nada. De nada. Xenotech. Yeah, we'll put something on that. That seems good. We'll go around the enemies of humanity and we'll just check this out. Oh, this is Idex. Okay, this is where the governor came from. Idex is a planet of no particular note. However, the small station suspended in its orbits sends a distress signal to your ship. The man in the hurried Vox transmission introduces himself as the planet's governor and asks for the Road Traeger's assistance in a delicate matter. He promises to supply the details in a private Vox conversation. Okay, study records first of all. It appears Idex recently suffered a major coup. One of its noble families seized power and made outcasts of the former dynasty. Such plots are not uncommon, although notably Idex has become less prosperous under the new government. Alright, let's do it. The governor, transmitting on your personal Vox frequency, whispers that Idex's current authorities are not who they claim to be. There has been an uprising on the planet and a heretical sect has seized control. The governor pleads with you to launch an immediate strike on the governmental palace. With their top tier obliterated, the new authorities will be unable to hold on to power. Ask if the governor knows the ruler of Thessera, Rewaldo. The governor is glad to hear that you know Rewaldo, who is his distant relative. Being a friend to Rewaldo makes the rogue trader a friend to the governor of Idex. Okay, that's a red flag. But then he kind of turned evil before. It's a coup, it's less prosperous. Ah, sod it. Let's strike at the governmental palace. Kaboom. Whoever was the planet's official ruler has been reduced to less than servo skull material. Oh, Okay, so we did get heretic trophies for that, so he might have been being honest with us then. Interesting, interesting. The governor of the station sends you his tearful thanks along with his generous gifts. Should we shoot him as well? No, let's leave the planet's orbit. Leaving the schemers of Idex behind. Fine. Who knows if we did the right thing? Who knows even if there is a right thing? All right then, let's do the space battle. I quite enjoy the space battles. They're quite a nice addition to the game, I think. Just kind of mix things up a little bit.
I'll be your beacon in the darkness.
What? Who said that? What are these? Accumulation of charged particles. Whenever a vessel enters this anomalous zone, its shields are fully restored and have their strength increased. 2 random weapons of the vessel are disabled until it leaves the zone. Additionally, there is a chance of internal fire. Okay, or... Evasion plus 30, maneuverability down. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Okay, they're quite tricksy little customers, it looks like. Where are the rest of them? Ah, okay. Oh, that's ours. Alright. Okay, well... This is the strongest one.
Steer us to our target.
Well, we can launch missiles, first of all.
Torpedoes! Now!
We can actually do boarding party. I don't think there's any reason not to do that. Send a boarding party. Okay. No, that's okay. What else we got? Don't really need any of those currently. So I'll shoot my 2 things I can shoot at them.
Let the incandescent beam scorch our enemies.
That was a miss.
Let destruction pour forth.
Yeah, they can be hit. I was just maybe unlucky on the percentage chances. I think that's probably it. Yeah, they'll launch their own torpedoes. I can actually control mine, can't I? So let's pop them onto the enemy ship there. Send another boarding party, why not? I could send more torpedoes. Might as well.
Unleash torment.
We'll save that. Let's see if we do any. Ooh. I could do a ram, but it would probably just ram these torpedoes, wouldn't it? Which probably isn't the best idea.
Send them into the cold void.
Okay, no, we got some damage. Oh god, we got some nice damage on them actually. What if we just did this now?
Another enemy sundered by the void.
There they go. Now what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3. They're all up there. So really, we want to... swing around, I guess.
Chart a course. Macro cannon. Annihilate them.
Didn't do very much, did it? That's probably it, I reckon. Unhappy with that. My torps, can I do anything? So I can try to start turning them. Don't know what that is. Let's do a ramming maneuver.
Let the Empyrean guide us.
Cool. All right. That's probably all our movement, I guess, isn't it? Boarding party any of the others? I don't think so. They're all up there. All right. Do a little jump forward. Yeah, that's probably about it. You know, I'm just going to detonate these because I don't think they're going to be able to get to the fight in time to do anything, so let's just get them out of the turn order. I can add 2, that's not quite far enough, is it? Oh, we can, no, that doesn't work. Good boarding party them there. That's quite nice. No way to do the missiles next turn.
Steer us to our target.
was hoping to ram them, but we're just we're not in alignment for that. Okay, well, let's do that.
Eviscerate them. Let destruction pour forth.
Round doesn't really help. Send a boarding crew though. Mayhem over there. We'll get these going as well now. Which way will they go? Probably that way.
Send their souls to the void.
Reckon that's about it. We'll take the extra range on this attack then.
Let the incandescent beam scorch our enemies.
There they go. What do we get? We got... That's not bad. It's a bit less hit chance. More double crit hit chance though, and helps our allies as well. And some stuff seems good. So I should just do a little repair as well. Why don't we go into voidship management? Ooh. That goes in there. I've got a slot. Allows flak shots to be fired. Okay. Chuck that in, why not? Don't fancy that. But we could try this. So this is instead of the ore specs, isn't it? So that. I just grabbed it. Yeah, I'll keep the scrap I got, I think. It's not a huge amount. No levels there. Posts. Just see if there's any upgrades to do here. Doesn't look like it. Okay. That's fine. Alright, let's go back to Coronis Expanse map. Right, so we want to get to here. We have to go back. We have to kind of go via Dargonus. Alright, let's go here. So it's going to get... Actually, Dargonus doesn't go straight there, does it? So we'd have 1, 2... Sorry, 1, 2... 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps in. Versus 1, 2... Yeah, it's the same, but this one has a green route, so let's just do that. Taking a bit of damage, that seems alright, not too bad. Alright, let's go check this thing out. It's okay. This one, I guess. Focusing lens. By firing range of lance weapons is reduced by 5, but damage increased by 30%. We've leveled as well. Okay, take that. So where does that sit? Oh, that's another one of those. So I've got... Increases hull integrity by 10, which seems... eh. Or... Damage up by 30%. Yeah, I think we'll take that. Let's do that. I mean, hull integrity is fine, but we've got quite a lot of it. Let's just repair that. Okay. That's good. So we want to go back to Dargonus now. So the easiest way to do that is to... Where does that go? Here. So okay, so if we head here. Janus. Which was the planet I needed to go and oh, Viabos. Where's Viabos? I don't remember. I don't think there's anything else there to do. Oh, colony reward. Don't know why, but sure, I'll take it. Kind of done. We could get towards that wreck with the explorators. Okay, got a bunch of them. Oh, okay, here's stuff we could do. Arbitrator Solomon Vire's armor. Could be good. Profit factor up, that's always nice. Sacred Comet, security up. We gain Blessing of Saint Cogitatus. Cognatius. Non-Zenite allies became 5 bonus to all their characteristics and skills. That's pretty much all the ones I'm tooling around with at the moment. That's pretty good. Or... I'm going to do this one, I think. That seems like a really nice buff to like pretty much all our party characters. So yeah, we'll do that. Alright, well, in any case, we're going to visit here. The Spoils of Prudence. Is that a rumour? The Curiosity Merchant mentioned an explorator tech priest he had known but lost contact with, who owned a cyber beast equipped with an unusual protocol. Perhaps the rogue trader will be able to track him down in System Speculo. Yeah. Could do that. Maybe we'll get a companion. Animal companion. I'm gonna just make this a little bit safer. That's probably this, right? I mean... Actually, probably not. It's going to be this jungle world, isn't it? Let's go and check that out. So we've got Augur's Anomaly. Guess we'll have a look at this. Oh. Wasn't a little animal companion. I don't know what this is. Auger's Anomaly. I feel like it's something I've already been to. Did that close off the quest? I guess it did. Yeah. Alright. Word of the Lord Captain's unusual fondness for bizarre rodents is quickly spreading across the ship's decks. Okay. Omicron system. Yeah, all right. Well, we're in the area. We'll check it out. I guess it's this. No, Savannah World. There, I see the question mark. The magnetic storm raging above the planet blurs the gaze of auger arrays. Only truly powerful diviner machines may see through the currents of magnetic fluctuations in their blessed vigil and discover the mysteries of this Emperor-forsaken planet. Oh, okay, I obviously don't have what I need to do that one. I guess maybe I've already seen that as well, which is annoying. Alright, fine. So what are I'm going to have a look at the other rumours, though. There might be other stuff I'm sort of leaving on the table a bit here. Several ships have vanished into the Litoribum Maledicta. Okay. Another one, Litoribum Maledicta. Where is that? It's near that something maledictum. Here it is, way up here. It's actually not far from Dargonus. In fact, it's got a direct route from Dargonus. Maybe I will go up and have a little look at that. And there's something going on here as well. Yeah, maybe we'll get onto some of these rumours in this little playthrough, see if there's anything interesting from them. I'd like to get up here as well and see what's going on with that. Which again isn't... I mean, it's not far from that, so maybe we'd do that. Get to here and do a little search. Yeah. Alright, where am I in relation to Dargonus now? Where am I? I'm here. Okay. No. Go here. Now this is a direct travel, isn't it? So let's do that. See the Heartless up there. I guess we're going to the Administratum. Yeah, we'll stick with the current party, I think. Alrighty. Okay. So I'll just do a quick. I'll do a quick level up, and then we'll end it there, I think. So we like willpower, which I don't have. What else do I do? Toughness isn't a bad one for her. Intelligence seems to be something I'm leveling up on her as well. So let's do another one of those. Probably Law Warp is something I'm doing. Make her the best in that. Law Xenos. No one else. Actually, no one else is much good in that. Yeah, I'm gonna do Law Xenos because I'm the best in that. Best in class. Okay, Abelard. Strength, I guess. And what was your skill? It's quite good at carouse, maybe? Oh my god, you've got demolition, but Argenta's the expert on that. Maybe athletic. Yeah, tell you what, athletics, that's his thing, isn't it? Argenta. Guess agility kind of works a bit for her. And she can't do demolition. So what else has she got? Medicaid maybe? 60. I mean, honestly, any of these are kind of like not her deal, really, but that's fine. So Cassia, probably intelligence? She's actually not very intelligent. Perception, though. I think perception's the one. And her thing... Oh, awareness, probably? Coercion. Solomorne's better. She's very good at commerce. Yeah, commerce, I think. Pascal. Probably ballistic skill, right? And tech use, he's actually still able to advance in, so that's fine. Solomorne. Probably weapons. Oh no, he uses shotguns, doesn't he? So maybe perception. Yeah, let's do a perception, and he was coercion, wasn't he? But he can't level that right now. You could actually sort of go joint top Medicaid, maybe that's the one. Alright, fine. And that's everyone. Okay, so we'll leave it there for now. We'll head in and report back on our mission in the next episode. But thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. It was quite fun to get like a boss fight and some conclusion on what was going on that planet. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about how all that played out. If you did enjoy it, as I hope you did, if you could hit the like button, that'd be fantastic. And, you know, if you're watching this and still not subscribed to the channel, if you could do that, that'd be fantastic. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.